Antico Forno right near the Trevi Fountain. I got a cornetto al pistachio with a cappuccino. This is a cornetto al pistachio. So it's I think it's a croissant like filled with pistachio cream. It looks so good. And Joey got a meretozzi. I think it's like a cream puff filled bun and a doppio. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's good. The cream, like the foam is so thick on this. All right, I'm gonna give the cappuccino an 8.9. It's solid. I normally order lattes, but that's like that's an American thing, guys. So we got a little cappuccino. It's super good, super good.
So I got basically a double shot espresso pretty much. It's very strong, very good. It's got a very like dark taste. It hits you pretty good. Very rich, like very dark chocolate taste. It's very good. I will say the darker taste is not really as much my thing. So I'm gonna say probably like a 8.8. And then we're gonna move over to the maritozzi. This looks really good. It's super light, super light. It's got a kind of a cream filling in there. Let's try out this cream filling. Here we go. It's actually really refreshing. So it's not as sweet as you would think. The inside is like, it's very like lemony type tasting. Very good. I don't know, 9.2. It's really good. It's actually not as heavy as like what you would normally get, like a donut or something. It's like the dough is like very airy. It's like a piece of bread almost.
All right, we're back. Croissant review. Sorry, not a croissant. Cornetto al pistachio. Guys, I'm so excited. I have been wanting to try this since I started researching places to come. All right, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna cut in the middle. Oh, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah. Look at those layers, guys. Salud. Phenomenal. It's almost like vanilla-y. Like the pistachio flavor here has been amazing. It's interesting because the cornetto almost has like a lemony texture or taste to it, which is something I've noticed a lot when I would get like pastries we have like a, shout out to the Chicago suburbs, Valleys. We have like an Italian shop. And I feel like when I would buy stuff there, like in the pastry case, it tasted similar to this. I'm gonna give it a 9.1. We are at Pizzeria La Bocaccia, and you just walk up, and then they you show them how much pizza you want, and then they'll cut it for you. Yeah, you throw it in the oven, and they heat it up. It gets all toasty. This one is literally just cheese, tomato, and basil, and it's phenomenal. The crunch, so good.
Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Rome, Italy, west of Rome, kind of, just on the other side of the river, in this cool little town. We're trying La Ranella.
Mm-hmm. And we're trying a sfogliatella.
Sfogliatella.
It's like it looks like a croissant, but I don't think it's a croissant.
It's like a pistachio-looking mini croissant type of thing.
It's filled. See? Wow, look at the layers on that, guys.
Why don't you break that sucker in half?
Oh, this is like crispier than I expected it to be. Wow. ASMR. Oh. Salud.
Salud. Ooh.
The pistachio cream has been so good.
The best thing I can explain it, it's very similar to like a really crunchy croissant with filling in it.
9.3.
9.5, 9.5.
Wow.
That's a review. Ciao.
Ciao.
We're in Rome at Faro Cafe. We're gonna try their coffee. We both got 2 cappuccinos. Yeah. Check out this cappuccino right here.
Whoa. Beautiful art. Little heart.
Looks good.
So much love.
We're gonna try the coffee out.
All right.
Okay, cheers.
Salud. They also made that like the quickest cappuccino. I think they just have it down to science here.
It's a very good cappuccino, I will say.
I think in Italy, darker roast is the way to go. You know, we love light roast, but cappuccinos, I feel like are always great as a dark roast.
I will say dark roasts always have a purpose. And the one purpose for me is if it's paired with like a pastry or something. If you're gonna get something, especially like a dark roast, you really wanna have something sweet to go along with it. 8.9.
I'm gonna do 8.5. Faro Cafe. Follow for more reviews.
Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are out here in Naples. I may be related to these people.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty funny. You can see that sign back there. It looks very close to my last name.
Mm-hmm. We are at Sfogliatella at the Nancio.
Atanasio.
It's a little bit different than our.
Atanasio.
Yeah. This is a Sfogliatella. I believe this one is just a plain one. It might be filled.
Should break that apart.
All right, and they're also, these were served warm. It took them literally right outside of the oven. Oh, yeah. Do you guys see that crunch? Also, get a close-up of that last name. Atanasio.
Mm-hmm.
Napoli.
We're going to try it out.
Salud.
Cheers. Salud. Cheers.
Salud. They're warm still. Wow. They only spoke Italian in there. I felt like the worst American, but I ordered successfully.
I'm trying to figure out what's on the inside. It's a very warm, almost like a cinnamon type of flavor on the inside. The best way that I can describe it is it's like a very crunchy croissant that's like filled on the inside.
Wow. The fact that it was in the oven is amazing because it's kind of chilly and it's warm. Bro, this is amazing. I'm gonna give this a 9.8. That's high, but
9.7.
this might be the best pastry I've had so far on this trip. Well worth it. So good. Sfogliatella at the Nancio.
That's a review.
That's a review.
Next time we're in Naples. Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are at Forno Conti Eco in Rome, Italy. This area is kind of a vibe. It kind of reminds me of like Chicago, New York. It's a little bit newer. I would say it's kind of more built up, but it's kind of like, it's not like old like Rome old, but it's kind of like old Chicago, old like New York.
Upper East Side kind of vibe.
Yeah, it feels like Upper East Side. So we're gonna try out the coffee. I got a macchiato.
I got a cappuccino. And these cups are really cool. They're like, I don't know, they're just very like lightweight. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. So good.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. That's good.
And the temperature of this is great. Usually I feel like people like burn their face off with coffee, but this is like drinkable.
Ooh, that's good.
I think this might be my favorite cappuccino so far on this trip.
I would say this is the best out of the 3 coffee shops that we've had so far in Rome. 9.3. It's up there. It's really up there.
I was gonna say 9.2.
Follow for more reviews. So what's really cool is these fountains. I think there was like a couple thousand of these all over the city. Basically, I think it was like 200 years ago or something like that. They were able to access basically the aqueduct system, and they have these running fountains like literally all over the city. So there's an app that will track where these fountains are all over the map. So all you got to do is carry around a water bottle all day and refill. And they say it's like some of the freshest water around, spring water from the mountains. Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in downtown Rome at a quite nice little park. Got some palm trees. Kind of reminds me of very tiny version of Central Park. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like smack dab in the middle of the city. You got buildings all around it.
Some ruins.
Some Roman ruins here and there.
Some palm trees. Today we are trying Antico Forno Roscioli. I think is how you say it. Roscioli.
Good job. Good job.
And we are going to be trying their cannoli. It's the first cannoli. Legit. I love cannolis.
It's cannoli time. Let's see it.
All right, so I think this looks like an apricot. Joey thinks it's an orange. It's something, some fruit. It smells great. That filling, very generous filling. Got some little pistachios, some little chocolate in there, powdered sugar. Who's excited? I am. I could eat cannoli filling in the bowl. Just give me a spoon. It's so good because the cannoli shell is like thin and crispy. I feel like a lot of times it's very thick, but it's the perfect, like, it's not like hard to bite into. It's almost like kind of like a pizzelle kind of texture. If you know what those are, like a little 9.7. I
would like to try this side because this side looks like it has a bunch of chocolate chips.
Cannolis, guys.
Great cannoli. 9.5. We made it to our hotel in Venice. I think we're kind of on the outskirts where like people actually live because it is darn quiet over here. Even the water's really calm. Check it out. I always thought Venice was a really cool city because it's pretty much the only city that has waterways for roads, which is pretty sick. The cool thing about this city is like it's really hard to expand. So a lot of the old architecture and building structures are intact. It's like taking a step back in time. It's very, very nice here. There's a little courtyard back there too. It's cool. It's a very cool building. I'm excited. Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Venice, Italy, trying out a coffee shop. Let me get it again.
Hold on, I have it on my Google Translate.
It's
very hard.
Torrefazione Cannaregio.
Torrefazione Cannaregio.
So what's funny is they actually have ice here, and they have it on their menu and all the stuff that they've got. Iced drinks, iced Americano and stuff.
They know that there's Americans coming here.
Because they know that we're coming here. You can't figure out what is more touristy, Rome or Venice. I think it's Venice. Yeah, it's like every single square inch is like from a movie scene. I'm sure you've seen a movie or two or three or four.
Spider-Man, Far From Home.
So with that being said, I got an iced Americano. She got an iced latte.
And then we also got 2 apple cornetos. They had different options. They had like pistachio, apricot. No, I think we got the apple one. Pistachio, chocolate, and maybe cream. But they look so good. So I'm super excited.
So we're going to try the coffee first. Cheers.
Cheers. It's strong. I've noticed here in Europe, they drink their coffees darker. It's good. It's just strong. Also for the lattes, like it's a smaller size. In America, we drink way too much milk than we probably should not be drinking that much milk, but we do.
It's weird because this tastes like a very medium roast, but it's got a way bigger kick at the end. It doesn't taste like a super dark roast. It doesn't taste burnt at all.
It's true. It's like when you drink it, it's very soft on your palate at first, but then
you almost kind of taste like the higher notes in there, and then at the end it hits you with the kick. I'm gonna give it an 8.8 on there, but it's very good.
I'm gonna do 8.5. It's very good though.
It's very good. This will be the cure to your jet lag. Interesting that they call it an apple cornetto. It's like cornetto and croissant are the same thing. Cornetto means croissant in Italian. But this is interesting because it doesn't really look like a croissant. It feels like one. It's got the layers in it.
Salud.
Ooh, this kind of tastes more on like the tart, like green apple side of it.
It's so good.
Are you getting that?
Yeah. It kind of tastes like apple pie.
It's not necessarily like the warm cinnamon, you know, that like fall flavor that you get, like that warming feeling. It's got like a tart green apple taste to it. It's actually really good.
Sorry, I'm all distracted by the people on their boats. I think there might be some like sugar on it as well on the top. It's so good.
We're sitting outside like a foot away from water. That's the edge right there. And this is our table.
This is probably the prettiest view we've had for a coffee review.
3, 2, 1.
9.8.
9.8.
Wow.
That's a review.
Okay.
Follow for more reviews. We're going to see if we can't get some pizza. All right, so we just got 2 of the 4 cheese. Check it out. It looks really good. It's like a focaccia style bread.
Look at that.
Looks crunchy.
Get a view of this pole, babe.
I think it's gonna be good. Is the blue cheese really throwing you off? I had a feeling it would be not funkier because I knew there was different cheeses on it.
The bread is great.
I really like it. I'm a focaccia fan, so give it a 8-9. I think it's really good. We are doing a back-to-back review now at Farini.
Super cool vibe. You can get a little closer to the pizzas over here, babe.
She's cutting those suckers with scissors. Yeah.
It's steamy, guys. Can you see that? A little bit less crunchy than I expected it to be. I wish it was crunchier. But I think Joey's going to love this because it has a lot of seasoning. I'm going to do an 8.4 on this.
She mentioned that there's seasoning on here. I'm a seasoning guy. So here we go, 1 bite. I'm gonna be honest, it tastes very undercooked. Maybe the dough is meant to be like super soft. There's almost no crunch. I'm gonna go
What's that?
bird poop. Right there.
Oh, it got in my hair.
So we had to cut that review, which I'm okay with, because a bird pooped on Diana.
Not funny. It was in my hair, my face. Awful.
This is our last day in Venice. Tomorrow we fly out to Paris, but we're gonna spend the whole day in Venice, trying to see as much as we can.
Yes. We're gonna go get some coffee right now and hopefully some bakery items, some pastries. What's up, guys? We are back here at 1000 Coffee and Bakery, a name we can pronounce today. We got croissant. I don't know what they're called actually. I'm gonna call them cornetos. Apricot filled, chocolate filled, and then I got a cappuccino. Joey got a latte. We're gonna give it a try. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Salud. All right. It's strong, but the foam's really good. They really have nailed down the like cappuccino like foam on top here in Italy, I've noticed. Yeah, it's really good. It's very strong. This is great for like right now, 8 a.m. All right, I'm gonna go 7.9 for the cappuccino. We're gonna break into this. Oh yeah. Look at that.
That looks good.
Excited. Very apricot-y. I mean, it is apricot, but the layers are really good, though. Look at those layers. I'm gonna go 8.8 3 on the croissant.
Check, 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 check. We Gucci? Gucci. Oh, get the gondola. Get the gondola. Get the gondola. Right there. How come he's not singing? So I got the flat white. Smells good. Let's try it out. I love flat whites because they're so creamy. Very good. I would say on the overall coffee scale, it's a solid like 8.8 coffee. 8.8. So we're gonna try the chocolate cornetto.
Oh yeah, I get that pull.
Look at that. Look at all those flakes just falling on that table. I'm gonna try it out. It's a lot sweeter than I thought it was gonna be. It's really good, honestly. Come for the pastries. They had some good, they call them paninis in there. Might have to come back for lunch for the paninis, but this is also really good. I'm gonna go 9.2. Follow for more reviews.
Honey streusel, apple streusel. That looks amazing. Some really authentic Italian H&M. Heard it's very authentic. Made here in-house. Not an American brand whatsoever. Also, I was telling Joey, it was really shocking because their selection of stuff, like they only had like the business casual section. Like if you go to H&M, you know what I mean. They've got the divided section, which is like your kind of urban streetwear, which is where I always go to. They didn't have that. It doesn't exist here, which makes me think we're not classy, or they think we're not classy, and they're selling us t-shirts with race cars on them, and we're all like, yeah, this is in style. And maybe it is in America, I guess, but they didn't have any of that here. Everything was very elegant and nice.
It's kind of a city over here. Look at this.
It's lunchtime, and I'm so excited because I've been wanting a sandwich for this entire trip, and we still have not had one. So Joey got the focaccia romana sorpresa formaggio, and then I got the focaccia romana prosciutto e formaggio. And then we also got a arancini. Hold on.
Arancini?
Arancini.
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 We're gonna try them. Okay. It's like crispy. They toasted them. I did not know if they were, but
Yeah, they pressed these. Look at that. Look at that toast right there.
let me
Toasty.
Let me open this up right here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Salud. Oh. Very good focaccia bread.
The bread is like salty.
Mine is more like a salami. Yours is like a straight up ham and cheese type thing. Great.
If I lived here, I would eat this every day.
Let's take a look at this rice ball.
Also, when you come to Europe, go to the places that don't have a lot of people. For the most, and then they only speak Italian. I guess if they don't have people,
Here's what I
don't
learned.
go, but
If you're gonna go to like, especially the cities we went to, Rome, Naples, Venice. There's something I looked up on the internet that was advice that was really good. I'm gonna relay it. Basically, you don't want to look up on Google or anything of like, oh, let's look at the 5-star Yelp reviews. I
Who
think
did that?
Yelp is like an American thing. If you just read the comments, especially the ones in English, most of them are in English, you know an American is writing it. And so if it has a lot of reviews and a lot of stars, it's not the place you want to go. A lot of the places we found they like don't even have a website, and they just have like a Facebook page that might be even connected, or they might have nothing on their
this place
listing.
was literally just a case that we saw. We're like, oh, that looks really good. And we walked in and realized like it seemed like there was more locals just kind of coming and going.
Yep.
They all spoke Italian for the most part.
One of the things that they recommended is like, all right, you find the main street that all the tourists are on, you'll know when you see it because it's extremely busy. You'll notice in this video there's only a handful of people that walk by. I'm saying like shoulder to shoulder, people walking on top of each other. And then you walk 3 to 5 blocks in the other direction, away from the street, and then you'll start to find all of the local stuff where everything is in that language in Italian.
Figure out what this place is called.
We'll try it out.
I'll have to get back. Hold on. It's blurry.
Oh, okay. Here's what's really funny. This reminds me exactly what my mom used to make. She used to stuff peppers, green peppers, with this rice mixture. It's basically like a red sauce and rice, pretty much. But this is interesting because it's like deep fried in something.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna be really crunchy, and it's not.
Oh, that's funny. I think it's got peas in there. Yeah, I think those are peas.
That kind of reminds me of picadillo. If you all ever had that, it's kind of like ground beef and like different, like those canned vegetables. That's how my mom made it. The canned vegetables with like the peas and like green beans, all mixed up in like a tomato kind of base. Like it's more of a soupy thing, but it kind of tastes like you drained that and you put it in that with some rice and then battered it.
Everything is a 9.5. Fantastic.
No, it's just a 10.
That's a review.
You can follow them on Facebook and email them.
Are you enjoying Venice?
I think out of the three, if I had only like one opportunity to come back, like you're going to Italy, we can only go to one place, I'd probably come back here. I think the walkability is super cool. It's really hard though, I will say, for people that if you like have a wheelchair, it is kind of hard to travel here because there's a lot of stairs, a lot of walking. Just the only downside I will say is like it's not for everybody. But it's really cool. There's like nothing, there's literally no other city that I've been to that's like this.
Same key.
Ciao.
Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We're in Venice trying out Mercato del Gelato. Check it out. So I got like a cappuccino and a cookies and cream on a waffle cone.
And then I got, it's not cookies and cream, it's just vanilla and chocolate chips. That's what we both got. It's called like stracciatella or something, which is like over here. It's like just literally like vanilla and chocolate chips, I believe. And then I went for, this is like a non-dairy, just limone.
Boy, that's going to be an interesting combo. There we go. Salud.
Salud.
Cappuccino's on top. Really good.
Ooh, got a brain freeze.
This one kind of reminds me of like a consistency of like a soft serve. It's really good. Like, you got some chocolate in there.
Yeah.
9.2.
I'm going with 9.1.
Come check it out. Bonjour, welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Paris, France. We're trying out Mamiche croissants. We both got 2 almond croissants. It's about to be fire.
They look everything in there, man. They had so many like baked loaves of bread.
Oh gosh.
So good.
If you want to check this out, the bakery is double the size of the actual shop. They're cranking in there.
I'm speechless.
All right, we had to change up the angle a little bit, so we put the camera down.
That's the one thing about, I mean, it's not like New York. There's not really seating at many places.
Realized we were going to need 2 hands for these bad boys.
Cute. Also, look at their little bags. So cute. So cute.
Ooh, it's heavy. Are you telling me that you guys actually eat this entire thing, like, every day?
No, I heard that they don't eat the sweet ones. They only eat the butter ones.
The butter ones, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's gas. And here's why. This is my first almond croissant where it feels like the almond filling is like infused within the dough. Usually like when I go to a coffee shop in like the US, it's like more of a filling, so it kind of like falls out. This, it's interlaced in there. It looks real good.
And it's not too sweet, which I love almond croissants, but I feel like sometimes they're a little too much. But this one's really good too because the outer edges, they're almost like brown sugar. Like they're crispy and like chewy.
Look at,
like there's
it's
a
got
chew
like
to it.
Like a caramelized outside. Mm-hmm. Really good. I like it because it like holds everything together. I've had almond croissants where it's more like a regular croissant where the flakes just like spew out everywhere.
Here's a good example. You see that? Here it is, guys.
9.9.
I'm also gonna say 9.9. It is probably one of the best, maybe best almond croissants.
It's by far the best one I've ever had.
A lot of times I'm used to having like a really thick layer of filling, which isn't bad, but this one's like, it's like part of it. They figure out a way to make the almond croissant one with its filling.
It feels like it's in each individual layer of the croissant, and it's locked in there. It's not coming out.
The bottom, guys, it's like caramel.
Yeah, they like caramelize the bottom
It's
somehow.
so good.
Follow for more reviews. Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Paris, France, trying out La Campagne du Café. I think I got it right.
Sounds great.
The coffee smells amazing, and it looks like they roast their own beans here.
We ordered a pour over because we miss them. Because Joey has been weaning me off of my lattes, and I can only handle a couple lattes a week now. Shocker.
But you just miss out on all of the extra flavors.
I
When you
did.
throw in that milk, you lose
I
all
will
the...
say
the
there's something about being able to taste the notes, like actually taste the notes, and like smelling the like fruitiness of it that like really makes me crave the pour over. And this smells so good right now. It smells like, I'm kind of getting like plum.
It smells like raspberries, actually. Like or strawberry. It smells like strawberries.
I don't know, I'm getting something. It smells so good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Oh, wow. It has a very rich, I got it. Let's see if you get the same thing. Chocolate covered strawberry.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's like a dark chocolate taste with a hint of strawberry.
I don't know, I'm getting like an apricot kind of vibe. Like I'm getting like a dried fruit kind of taste, which is very good. It smells good, though.
I will say it does kind of have a dry taste to it. It's very good, very good.
It's funny though because it's a very light roast. Like I don't know if you can see this right now. It's very light, but when you drink it, it's rich.
This is easily in the 9s. I'd say 9.2.
I'm gonna say 8.9. Campagne du café.
La Campagne du Café. Follow for more reviews. Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Paris, France, trying out just an OG croissant. We're at Jan Crever.
Get a video
Look
of
at
that.
the packaging on that.
Very
it's really nice.
bougie. They had some like chocolate bark for like 20 something euro, which makes me think that it's like a more luxurious.
I believe this is a local chain. I believe you can find a bunch of these locations in Paris. This one happens to be inside of a
Kind of like food hall.
kind of like a food hall, but it's like at the top, it's literally all desserts.
Got like a more than desserts too. They got like sandwiches, like a deli. It kind of gives me like the vibe that it's like a more luxurious type of food mall. Like somewhere you're gonna go and get like luxurious macaroons, luxurious fudge. So this is a regular one, but just based off of holding it, it feels like I'm holding air. But it's huge. Like I don't know if you guys see this, but it's very, very flaky, very airy. Going everywhere. There you go. There's the layers on the inside, guys. Yeah, it's very flaky.
It's so light. It feels like
So
nothing. It feels like you're holding nothing.
Here. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. It's very flaky, very buttery. Look at the layers on that. You could probably have one of these every day with your coffee or something like that. It's a very, very light.
Yeah, I like the crunchiness to it. I can go with an 8.8.
I give it a 9.1. Why would you give it an 8.8?
I think it could be a little bit more butterier. I think it's great. Maybe the taste, there's a little bit of a taste that I'm missing, but it's nothing bad. It's very good. It's very flaky, buttery, but...
You're missing it.
Oh my goodness, guys. Bread loaf right there.
Look at that booty.
That is the start.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. You got the heebie-jeebies?
I usually don't.
Eiffel Tower is right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Getting one of those little Instagram videos because no one else has ever seen the Eiffel Tower before. This is probably really close to my face, isn't it? Check out that. That looks so good. Look at that.
Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Paris, France, trying some quiche, and it's kind of a double-header review. We're trying some croissants and quiche.
Joey's trying the quiche.
So we got these croissants and quiche at this little walk-up window, and it looks like somebody's mom is running the shop, so you know it's going to be good. Yeah,
It's called
really
Le Petites Mitrons.
Check that out.
Looks very good. They had different types.
I got the tomato and ham. So we're going to try this out. Oh, yeah, look at that. Really good. Got some tomatoes under there. Ready? Here we go. I want to be honest, this is the best quiche crust that I've ever had. I don't know what it is in America, but we don't know how to make quiche. At least the places I've been to. The quiche that I've had in America is like super powdery. The egg is super powdery. I don't know why. Straight up egg and the crust. That's it. It almost looks like a little breakfast pizza type of deal. 9.8.
Wow.
Like I said, this is somebody's mom running this little pop-up window. You can just tell it's made with love.
Now it's time for the croissant. Joey, what'd you get?
I got a chocolat croissant.
I got a plain buttered croissant, but look at those layers. Look at that. There's like even like some leftovers in the bag. Mikey.
Ooh. Oh, look how doughy it is.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. Just look at that. I think the layers, like I just appreciate the layering on this. Like that lady makes all of that probably with the love and care. I'm gonna go with a 9.1.
I'm gonna waste no time. I will say, I wish it had more chocolate in it. The croissant is amazing. The rest of it just tastes like a butter croissant, which I'm okay with. Look how flaky that is. 9.3. I would go higher if there was just a little bit more chocolate. That's a review. Welcome back to Toast and Roast. We are in Paris, France at Simple Coffee. That's it. That is the name of it. I wonder if the owner went to America and went to an American coffee shop because they sell like merch and like all of this other stuff, and it's very Americanized.
And they had iced drinks, which is, I'm probably the only person that has ordered an iced latte today. Everybody's drinking hot drinks, but a Midwest girl from America, man, gave an iced latte.
The barista's dressed like he's from East Nashville, super vintage.
I got an iced latte, and Joey got a special pour over.
There were 3 options up there, and I was like, what do you recommend? And then he pointed at this one. I didn't even read it. I said, okay. Let's see if I don't burn my face off. Cheers.
I think mine has almost like a honey flavor to it. This is my first time having an iced latte. It's been like a week and a half for me. It's good.
Mine's good. It does have that like honey sweetness to it.
It's very smooth though, very good.
It's got like a berry taste, maybe like a raspberry or something.
Also, look at this presentation. Also, super cool vibe in here. The whole like room is like reflective. Like there's mirrors. When you walk in, you're like, hey, there we go. and when you walk in, you kind of get lost in a way. Overall, great coffee shop.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go 8.9. Probably one of my favorite coffees I've had in Europe.
I'm gonna go 9.2. I will say it's a little bit more on the pricier side, but it is a pour over. I think it was maybe like 7 or 8 euro, 8 or $9. 9.2.
Simple coffee, Paris. If you're ever here, follow for more reviews. Arc de Triomphe. It's where Mr. Bean almost got hit by cars. I think in the Mr. Bean holiday movie. Best movie.
The Arc de Triomphe.
If my mom were with me on this trip, I would have to take her on a Mr. Bean
Excursion.
excursion. This would be one of them right here. There it is. I guess it makes sense to show you what it looks like. There's people up there too. The plain one is would be probably good for you.
Welcome back again to Toast and Roasts. We're in Paris. It's our last day. We're kind of doing a hodgepodge of different items here. We are at
Merci Jérôme. We got a bunch of things. I've got a hamon, I think, or jambon, hamon. I don't know how to say it. It's a ham and cheese croissant. And then Joey got a croquet madame, or which one was it? Madame, which is like basically a ham and cheese sandwich with more cheese on top and an egg. And it is probably one of the yummiest things too you can get while you're here in France. And a madeleine. Yes, look at the layers. Guys, look at the layers. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. It is so crispy. Me and Joey are usually not ham people. We are turkey people. But here in France, like the ham has been so good. It has been just amazing. So I already ate like half of it. So I'm going to give it a 9.6. So good. It's buttery. It's crispy. Great ham. Great cheese. Love it.
All right, I've been seeing this the entire couple days that we've been here, and I've been putting it off until the last night. Not putting it off in a bad way, but I've just been eyeing it. So I wanted to make sure that I tried this. This looks like basically a grilled cheese sandwich on steroids, and it's got an egg on top of it. So I think it's gonna be like ooh, that looks good. Get the little cross section here. Here we go. Look at the bottom. It's just like a normal grilled cheese. And then on the top, they just cake some more cheese on top. Very like salty, very sweet ham. I would say 9.6. I don't think I could eat this every day, but it's great. It's cheesy. It's nice on a kind of a chillier day. So we're gonna try out this madeleine. It's a lot airier than other madeleines that I've had. It's very fluffy, very good. 8.8, very flavorful, very good. Again, the place is called Merci Jérôme. Follow for more reviews.
This road straight through this.
Well, that's pretty cool.
We just ran for the last 5 minutes to get closer to it. Thus concludes the Europe trip.
What have you learned?
I have learned to roll with the punches and to enjoy every moment, because things will not go as planned. But it's been good though. It's been a great trip.
I'll say something. Where'd you go? I think I learned something about myself a little bit. I appear more Italian than I think I do.
The amount of times that on this trip.
Like, I know that, like, growing up in America, yeah, you stick out like a sore thumb in front of a bunch of white Irish kids, German kids. That's the town that I grew up in. So, of course, like, oh yeah, you're Italian. But, like, to be spoken to multiple times in Italy by people in Italian, where they just, like, assume that you're Italian, to even being recognized in Paris is like, this guy's Italian. We're like, but what do you? And then we open our mouths, and then he's like, oh, they're Americans.
They've had to ask us what's our main language because they can't figure.
Because they're like, what's your language? I'm
I
like,
think it's because we've been speaking a mix of like Italian, Spanish, and English at the same time, because we're also
and
trying to like
whatever
trying
French
to,
words
yeah,
we
whatever
can do.
French words we know. You're not French. But you also don't look American.
I will say, I think I might start learning more Italian though, because it's put some fire under my butt.
Yeah.
Where it's like if I ever come back, it's like I can speak the language. So I already look like it.
I would say too, another thing I learned on this trip, I think it's always good to step out of your cultural comfort zone, in the sense of like going somewhere that the culture is different, the language is different. I think it's always a great reminder of like the world is so big and how like the Lord is over everybody, in the sense of like just like seeing everybody like with different cultures. I'm like, okay, they don't speak English, but they speak another language, but hopefully they have a relationship with Jesus, and if they do, like they get to worship Jesus in like their language. And it's like, I think it's cool to just go outside of the US like comfort zone country, get to like be reminded of like, okay, every person around me, like all those people were created by the Lord with a purpose in mind. And it's like, I think it's cool.
Spoken like a true worship leader.
Now let's sing Broken Vessels.
It's time to go home.